right, and that was the Earth Song by Michael Jackson. And I quote, this is a quote from Michael Jackson. He said, "I remember writing Earth Song when I was in Austria in a hotel, and I was feeling so much pain and so much suffering of the plight of the planet Earth. And for me, this is Earth Song because I think nature is trying so hard to compensate for man's mismanagement of the earth. And with ecological imbalance going on and a lot of the problems in the environment, I think Earth feels the pain and she has wounds, and it's about some of the joys of the planet as well. But this is my chance to pretty much let people hear the voice of the planet, and this is Earth Song." So I do hope that everyone out there would realize that we also have a responsibility. We had a hand in this, what's happening to us right now. And in fact, Ika just mentioned and texted me from Makati. She said that, "I remember hearing the Earth Song from Michael Jackson, so this is it. I even cried when I watched this video. And in fact, it just makes me realize that we do contribute to our disaster as well." And you know what? While I was listening to this, you think there is something that we can do to help Mother Earth. There is plenty of solutions. It's not just about waiting and sitting and being prepared for disasters, but it's also trying to minimize them. And you know what I did? I went online, checked out certain foundations and organizations that can help us help the planet. So according to Miss Paloma, live and help live. So I think we could all help each other by checking out a lot of these organizations present in the Philippines that is doing something about our problem, that's either trash or pollution. And in fact, I stumbled upon greeninnovationmovement.com, and they featured some 4 organizations, but I only got to contact 2, particularly Haribon Foundation and Friends of the Earth Philippines. Now, Haribon Foundation, you can check them out at haribon.org.ph. And you know what? I got to talk to Miss Lizelle Gonzalez. She was an admin assistant. And in fact, she was telling me a lot of these services that they provide. And one of them is really more of tree planting. So you could check out their website and their services if you'd like to help out in cleaning up the planet Earth. Then you could actually check what you can volunteer for. Now, they also have this Road to 2020. It is an environmental conservation movement to restore 1 million hectares of our rainforests using native tree species by year 2020. ROAD stands for Rainforestation Organizations and Advocates. It aims to plant native tree species in order to recover and conserve biodiversity, optimize our supply of forest benefits and ecosystem services, reduce the risk of natural hazards, and enhance options for sustainable livelihood. And guess what? I got to talk to none other than Mr. Rodney Galicia. He is currently actually involved also. He is the Philippine Country District Manager who is part of Mr. Al Gore's Climate Reality Project. For those of you who don't know, former Vice President Al Gore of the United States, he is actually the 45th President of the U.S. from 1993 to 2001, and he also received the 2007 Nobel Peace Prize. And this Climate Reality Project, if you want to find that out, you can just Google it. It's all there. Next foundation that I got to talk to was a Friends of the Earth Philippines, and in fact I got to talk to Mr. Paco Camacho. He is the resource associate of this particular organization. Now what they do is that they were founded in 1988. They are also a member of the Environmental Law Alliance Worldwide, and this particular organization is a policy and legal research and advocacy institution. They focus mainly on advocacy of indigenous people's rights, resource tenure, environmental management, and sustainable energy options. Then I asked Mr. Camacho what they are currently doing to help, planet Earth. And he said that they currently have a mineral management bill. It is now pending in Congress, and they would like to reform and improve the mining regime in the Philippines. They are also taking into consideration the rights of indigenous people because they are most vulnerable. The group of the indigenous people, they are very vulnerable due to environmental disasters, particularly climate change. So guys, you know what? If you want to help and build a future for our kids, you can just check out the websites of these organizations, because really they are willing to help out, and they have so much services that they will let you be part of their organization. In fact, the people that I got to talk to, the organizations are fortunate to have these guys because they're very service oriented. I got to talk to the Philippine country district manager just like that. So if you want to help out, really, this is one way to go about it. Check out the nearest organization nearby, or if you really want to contribute to whatever way or form or shape, you could just Google it. Again, we are breaking borders. Technology is just right there, a click away. So I hope, this program, just for the past hour, has somewhat opened your eyes and you learned a lot from it. And I'm getting flooded with text messages right now. So you've got one from Trisha. Trisha said, "I loved Earth Song. Thank you for reminding all of us about what we've done and also what we can do." We've also have requests again for Miss Paloma to give us more tips. We even have a text message all the way from Cavite. So we've got Patty from Cavite saying, "We want to know more about earthquakes," but right now we've ran out of time. But before we end the program, Miss Paloma, what are the 2 lessons you'd like to share again with the rest of the listeners of DZRJ?
I'd like every Filipino, each and every Filipino, to learn to recover self-reliance. Because in that, we can recover our dignity also. It is our responsibility to be safe. We have our own sense of responsibility over our future, over our problems, over our own selves. So we should exercise that. It's free. I mean, it's within us. You don't need to buy it over the counter or ask anyone for it. It's within us. So all we have to do is just do it. And I think if we start on that, self-reliance, I think this country will begin to recover from the mess we ourselves created.
That's true. And I think another thought is, another thought shared by, Leo. Leo said, people say that the Philippines is, we have so much manpower. Instead of just always looking for other opportunities, why don't we use that manpower to clean up our mess? Wow, thank you, Leo.
Yeah.
That's true.
Good thinking.
And also, I'd like to greet Mr. Ernest Hernandez, General Manager of Sketchpad Studios, with Paul. So they said that they are listening to our program right now. And of course, I'd like to thank, really, the team of DZRJ for always airing programs like these to reach out to all the DZRJ listeners. I'd like to thank particularly Miss Nicola Cinto, our General Manager, Miss Tricia Deser, our News Director, of course, Miss Angie, Miss Terry, Arn, Tala, Nell, Roland, June, and Sir Chris for helping us with this particular program. And of course, I'd like to thank you, Miss Paloma, for sharing your time with us.
You're welcome.
Despite the rains, you
Anytime.
came over.
I only have one request.
Sure.
Get an elevator up.
Exercise! You're in jogging suits, so
Oh my God.
that's exercise going up. And also, I'd like to thank Miss Gwen Galvez from Anvil Publishing Incorporated. I'd also like to thank Mr. Rodney Galicia and Miss Lizelle Gonzalez from Haribon Foundation, and of course, Mr. Paco Camacho and team from Friends of the Earth. And to all the listeners of DZRJ, really, thank you so much for flooding me with so much messages. I'm sure this won't be the last time we will guest you on this program, because a lot of people are asking about what to do for earthquakes, rains, and heavy downpour. So to all those, I did not get to read your messages on air. I'm really sorry, but there's always a next time. So I hope you guys...
Get the book.
Yeah, get the book from National Bookstore.
Get the book. There's nothing like sitting in a corner, reading the book, and learn.
Or yeah, and contributing your own experiences on air.
Exactly.
So to all those listening in, thank you so very much. To all those who supported this program, thank you so much. Everyone, have a safe trip home. I will see you guys on air and on Facebook again next Tuesday, right here on Tuesdays with Marybeth. With me, Miss Marybeth Nave. God bless and safe trip, everyone. Good night.
The BBC in London goes direct to the Raja Broadcasting Network, DZRJ 810am, with a live news update.